All right, students, welcome to the homework help video for worksheet 2.4. It looks a little bit different than any of the other worksheets that we may have done before this. So I'm going to go through it a little bit. Okay. As you can see at the top here, it says find each solution in the coded tile. Each time it appears, write the letter of the exercise above it. So as you can see, each of these has a number beneath it. Anytime that one of those numbers is our answer, we will write the letter of the equation that's by it. Okay, so let me find a more difficult one for us to do so I can show you guys an example. All right, so I have one with two distributive properties, so why don't I do that one for you guys, okay? So I'll do E for you, okay? So for E, we have two sets of distributive property, and our first rule is to remove distributive property first, so I'm gonna do these distributive properties first, okay? So I'm gonna distribute this 4 times E. 4 times E gives me 4E. Then I'm going to do 4 times -6. That is -24. So I have 4e minus 24 equals 3 times e is 3e. And then 3 times 1 would be plus 3. Okay. Now I need a same side simplify. I do not have like terms on the same side of the equal sign that I can simplify. So now I need to get all of my e's on one side of the equation. This is my smaller of my e's, right? 3 is smaller than 4. So I'm going to focus on moving this 3e over. All right, so I'm going to draw my line straight down. This is a positive 3e. In order to move a positive 3e to the other side of the equal sign, we need to do the opposite, which would be a negative 3e. So I'm going to subtract 3e from both sides of the equal sign. Okay, 4e minus 3e gives me e. Then I have minus 24 equals 3e minus 3e is 0. So I have 3. Okay, e minus 24 equals 3. My e is already by itself. There's nothing attached to it, but I need to move this negative 24 to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to add 24 to both sides. The opposite of a negative 24 would be a positive 24. That's why I'm adding 24. Okay, so negative 24 plus 24 is 0. I'm left with e equals 27. Okay, so now what I would do is I'd flip my sheet back over, try to find where it says 27, and I see it a few times actually. Now I'm going to put an E in every time I see a 27. So there's an E, there's an E, let's see, there's an E, there's an E, and here's an E here. Okay, so eventually once you guys do all of the problems, you will have this whole message filled out. Okay, so once you do all the problems, you'll have this whole message filled out. I want to take a look at 2 of them on the back that are a little bit more challenging. Numbers or letters R and N. As you can see, we have to translate the words into numbers and then solve. So I will help you guys translate them. And then you guys can solve them on your own. Okay. So this first says 9 more than 4 times a number. Since it says more than, I need to remember my rule. My variable is going to go first. Okay, so 4 times a number is going to come before that 9. So I have 4n. Then 9 more than that would be plus 9. Says me is the same, so equals as 1 less than twice the number. So twice the number would be 2 times n, right? And then I have 1 less than that would be minus 1. So that is the equation you will need to solve for that one. It'll correspond with the letter R. Okay. For the next one, it tells me 80 decreased by 3 times a number. So I have 80, and since it doesn't say more than or less than, I'm just going to write it out like it says. 80 minus 3n is the same as, so I'm going to put equals 5 times the number increased by 8, so plus 8. Okay, so the equation we need to solve for this one is 80 minus 3n equals 5n plus 8. All right, if you guys have any trouble with this, please let me know. If not, please work on it in the tutorial. This will not be due until Tuesday because we have Monday off. So since you have the whole long weekend to do it, we are going to do every letter, and I want to know what the message says when you guys finish the message. Okay, so like I said, please let me know if you guys have any additional questions. We are completing this whole worksheet because we have the long weekend to do it. Okay, thank you guys.